pricing on it. It does have the wheels. That's neat. That's where you get the eggs. Then there's that one. Does that have wheels? But doesn't like it would be too heavy to pull. I like the fact that it does allow them to be there, like it's more outside space. Hey guys, Sheena here with Bain Home Gardens. I am scoping out a storage slash greenhouse, I guess. And on my way home from running errands, making deliveries today, I found this one. And I want you guys to tell me what you think about it because it's absolutely adorable. And I can just see all of my plants in here, my dirt, all of my planting supplies organized in one spot. Let me show you. This is the view when you open the door. This is what you see. I love that it's already have electrical. Wish it had the plugs on both sides and along because if you know about seedlings, they need a good bit of light. And although this roof is made with material that allows light to come through, sorry about the sound, this is on the highway. I do feel like it would be better to have more electrical, and I'm sure you could probably customize that. I would like to have electrical on both sides, but also on each wall as well, so that I wouldn't have to run extension cord if I did multiple plant lights. But the fact that it has a fan is also very, very nice. All of the windows in this room, the shed, let up. Don't look at the price. You can see that fan is just windy outside, and again, this is on a highway, so the fan is automatic. The wind is just moving it. And that's the other side there. The flooring is very nice. I would also put some either storage shelves or just some bins along this side here and along this side here. But the middle section, I think I would save that for setting up my planting and my roller chair to roll back and forth maybe. This is okay. And if you want to know how much it is, it's a 10 by 12. It's $7,930. I feel like it's a good deal just because I fully understand how valuable space is. Now, I would probably want some extra shelving here. And, ooh, let's catch this door. So this is the door. That's how it closes. Ignore Brian out there. He's never far away. Alright, so that's from inside. I'm curious if you could get another fan installed there and just have power coming down from there like they did on this side. For me, this would work very well as a greenhouse, planting area, storage, hangout area. I would probably put some type of water feature in here as well. And because it does have the windows, for some of the year, for a good portion of the year, it's going to be tolerable to be in here with the windows up. And then also you can add shade cloth. If I wanted to, I could even add an air conditioner, y'all. It's got windows. They all lit up. All right, let's head out and I'll show you the outside. Doing my own Chance video. Chance Mobile Homes, Bain Home Gardens, greenhouses. I would definitely not do white. Our home has that light gray color on it, and what's this is where you connect the power. Hook it to the, yeah, there. And that light gray, just that light gray, gets so dirty. And they all will get equally dirty, I know that, but it's just so visibly it's so visibly evident on those lighter colors that I just don't know. I feel like this is a good fit for our property too. The size of it is really, really nice. The windows make it really, really functional for air conditioning, for heating, if you wanted to do that later in the season as it warms up, cools down, and you want to keep your plants warm. Move the pots in here. They're making these units now to where they're all in one. So you put it in the window, you plug it up, and you can switch it from heat to air. So I'm really liking this. Oh my gosh, even the front door window lets up. Look at that. I didn't see that initially. That's a screen. Oh. All right, this particular greenhouse is in Dothan, Alabama at the Ace Hardware parking lot. So if you see this video and you want one, just tell them Sheena with Bain Home Gardens sent you, and then they should give her a pretty steep discount on hers when she comes back to get hers. And Chance, holler at your girl. Okay? You need a greenhouse, you know, so that you can also grow big from home. You know you do. You know what I just thought about? We have all of these mobile home lots here in Dothan, Alabama. Tiny homes, these sheds and stuff. Chance, have you ever come to Dothan, Alabama? Why not? I mean, I'm trying to think back through your videos. I know you've come pretty close, but I don't know. So I was riding along making deliveries today, and then this Highway 84 that comes through our city literally from one end to the other, I was traveling along it, and I was like, oh, this little storage shed building place, which is just like in a vacant parking lot that used to be Ace Hardware, they've put out chicken coops. And so I started recording a video to send to my husband, because we have been hatching out more chicks, and we have purchased chicks, and we're going to be doing even more in the upcoming, you know, months. And I am seriously considering, and it would really be me, doing meat chickens just for us, for our family, not for sale or anything like that. I've got so much red tape as it is with the getting the lab testing and everything done for the freeze-dried products, that I don't have any more space on my dance card for that type of stuff. Because to sell chickens, you can do it on your homestead, but there are stipulations, rules, regulations. I am familiar with some of them, but only through my friend's farm. I remember when her family started doing it, and I just remember her talking to like, Sheena, there's this, there's that, there's this, da 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 da, and I'm like, ooh, girl, you know. And I'm so proud of them for being able to do what they do, and for just gonna have to look at the blank screen for a second because I'm driving. Like, I feel like if the roads weren't so bumpy, the phone would just sit right here and be fine. But yeah. So yeah, but since we do plan on being able to get some I am thinking about it, and I'm not planning yet. I'm not in plan mode. I'm in meditation mode. Like, can I do this? I know I don't have the infrastructure for it, which is what brought my attention to the Coops that I saw. So I would definitely need that. I don't have the infrastructure for it. And there are some tools that I said that I wanted to have. Like I can't think of the name of it right now. But the feather thing that you put them in and it beats them up and knocks the feathers off, and the broiler thing, I would definitely want to have both of those on hand. And a really good set of knives for the butchering process. Those are two things that I really want, or a few things that I really want to be able to have already before purchasing the chickens for that particular use in mind. Now, we've butchered chickens before, but they've been extra chickens, like roosters that were not behaving, or hens that were eating eggs. You know, there's always been like a reason to do it other than this chicken is for meat. So when you enter the arena of these chickens are for meat, then you got that time frame where you've got to go ahead and get them butchered, or they start having health issues, so I hear. So anyway, that's that. Infrastructure is needed. Tools are needed. I stopped and looked at those chicken coops, and the appeal to me is that they are mobile. They can be moved fairly easily. So if I had, say, a group of small chickens or pullets that are not big enough to go in with the big chickens yet, or maybe they're chicks and they're obviously not needing to be in with the big chickens, I can use that for that purpose, right? Or if I had some chickens, just a few, because those were not very big. If I did several batches throughout the year, maybe like a fall, summer, spring batch, would it be enough chicken for us? Probably not, but it would prevent me from having to go to the store some. So it's a thought. But anyway, those videos that I shot of those particular coops, because I initially wasn't thinking about doing a video, they're shot in portrait mode. I just sent them to my husband, those little clips that I showed you earlier. And then I looked up and I saw this greenhouse. And in the past, the greenhouses that I've seen at facilities like this have been, I have to look up the name for that particular type of plastic, but it's the same or similar type that they have on the roof. It's also on the sides. So it's like, I don't know, I don't want to say it looks tacky, because I don't think it looks tacky, but it looks industrial. It looks like this is somebody's work. This is where they're doing greenhouse work. This is their nursery. It's very obvious. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But since we farm our homestead, I'm constantly looking to figure out how to incorporate a homey vibe into what we do. So even though we have the high tunnel, even though we will eventually have a greenhouse, my mind is processing, how can I incorporate this into our property and have it look less like a business and more like a home, more like a homestead. And when I saw that shed, I told Brian, oh, we got to go look at this. And we did. And that's how we came across this particular video. This is pretty random. This is not my style at all, but things have gone really, really crazy, and I just want to take this last little stretch of our drive home to tell you some of the things that have been going on. We lost some friends in death. Two dear older ones, spiritual giants to me, both of them. One's like a grandmother, and the other is like a father, grandfather, uncle, just everything all in one. And they're not related, but I know them both through the Christian congregation, and I'm really sad. I've been really sad about that. And it's, you know, farming is one of those things where you do put a lot of your heart into it, and so it's just like, it's been hard for me to get on camera and be like happy and all that, and it's not that I've lost my joy, it's just for a minute. I just needed to grieve them and think about my loss and think about the benefits, how they blessed me by being in my life since before I was born. Both of them knew my parents. So yeah, that happened. And then in the midst of that, Brian and I were working on shoring up an area where the dogs were sliding out, and he was lifting a fence panel. Now this is a full-on fence panel with 2x4 across the top, 2x4 across the bottom, and the pickets going across. And it's about 6-8 feet long, like wide, tall as well. And he slipped, I think, on some dog poop or some leaves or something, and I went to catch the panel to keep it from falling on me, because if it did, I mean, it would not have been pretty. And I hurt my hands, both of my hands, but in addition to that, I sprained my right wrist. That was the railroad track that time, so it wasn't a bump on the road. I sprained my right wrist, and I heard something pop. And as a nurse, an orthopedic nurse as well, I've worked rehabilitation, I've worked pre-surgical and post, never period, but I knew, girl, you just damaged yourself. You just damaged yourself, and you cannot afford to damage yourself. I got seen the next day, got x-rays. They said nothing was broken, but you may know that x-rays don't really show the ligaments and things like that. And even now, as I gesture, as I drive, right now, it's been over a week now, the hand swelling has gone down greatly. I think I probably would have popped up a picture earlier in this dialogue about what it looked like initially. But in my forearm, like right here, where I felt the pop happen, the swelling is still there. And when I do too much with my hands, like chopping vegetables or literally anything. I was working on a video, and there's a lot of, you know, slide this, move that, blah blah blah, and my hands started hurt. It just puffs up again. So I know I gotta go see ortho or something. I may have to. I don't think it's a major ligament. Obviously, this is me self-diagnosing myself now. This is not anything official. If it wasn't a major ligament, my range of motion and strength would be greatly decreased, and it's only slightly decreased. Most of the minor ligaments that are attach our bones and muscles and cartilage all together, most of the minor ones will, you know, you can be okay if damage happens. You just gonna have that pain for a little bit. So I feel like that's what's happened, but I may need like a steroid pack or something to push me through this. So that happened. So my farming has been limited. Ty has been taking up my slack. She's had a few issues as well. And then the funniest part, I've been gesturing with my hands. I'm a hand speaker. I should really finalize my ASL learning. But you've seen me gesturing, right? Y'all, Tuesday night, I had a demonstration at our Bible study. And I was like, okay, I want to be cute. I did my little makeup. I did the thing, okay? Right? Then I was influenced by my beautiful daughter. And when I say influence, she didn't tell me, hey, mom, you should do your nails. That's not what happened. She didn't do, but she does her nails and her makeup and that girl, when she dresses, she has a very beautiful sense of style. You can go ahead and get that stuff out. We're finally home. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grow up. I'm gonna be grown. I'm gonna be cute like my little girl. I'm gonna do it. I had bought these nails from the Dollar Tree a while ago, and I had bought this glue from the beauty supply store, but I never have used it because y'all know how busy I am. Like between the where those girls come from? Homesteading, chopping vegetables, working with the food and the freeze dryer and stuff like that, to the farm animals, to the dogs, to the cats. Ain't nobody got time for this. But I did. I used the glue. I used Dollar Tree nails, supply store glue, nail glue. You know, they keep the good kind behind the counter. So, but it was still reasonably cheap. I bought it. It's been sitting up. I decided tonight is the night. I put these nails on because usually what happens is I put the nails on and then I don't even make it through the event, whatever it is, and then the nails have started to pop off. That was Tuesday night. It is Thursday. These nails are still on my finger. Now, they're cute. They're cute now. I did lose one this morning of the thumb, and then I started trying to take the other ones off, and it was just pain. But yeah, they're cute. I'm not mad at that. What I am mad at is that I can't text. I can't edit my videos like I'm used to editing my videos. I can't even grab my cup or the door handle of the vehicle the way that I'm used to. And because I assumed that they would just pop off, I hadn't really cared too much about it. But I went all night Tuesday evening. Wednesday morning I woke up, none of them had come off during my sleep. Woke up this morning, none of them come off again, and then we was at one later. And I'm just like, I'm gonna have to file these jokers down or something. If I can't, I'm like, I can't get them off, I'm gonna have to file them down because I can't function. I can't do what I need to do. How do y'all do it? Yeah. So yeah, this is crazy. So that's my video today, and I am just absolutely flabbergasted at how things are going here on the farm as far as growth is concerned. I tried to shoot a tour video for the high tonal, and let me tell you something. My hand was so weak, I cannot hold that camera with my left hand. My right hand kept giving way on me. The angles and everything is just so bad that I could not, in good conscience, edit and give you guys that content because it was horrible. Okay, horrible. Now I may go through it and take some clips and use for like our Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. If you don't follow us on any of those, please get on there, give us a shout out. We can receive stars on our reels. That is one of the ways that we've been monetized so far. And as we get more traction and views, hopefully some other ways will open up as well. So we appreciate your support. Every little bit counts. And monetary support is great because it helps us to grow big from home. See you in the next video.